Hello and welcome to Circe Creek. Our mission is to empower you to create. This video will show you step by step how to make this charming fall wreath from our complete kit. So let's get building.
It's Tina Litster with Circe Creek Boutique bringing you another wreath making video. I hope you enjoy making this one. It's the pumpkin wreath. And if you have purchased one of my kits, then you have all of the materials in front of you. Unpack your box and put the items out here in groups so that you can make sure that you have everything and that you can get to it easily. Your wreath may be nice and round, or it may be like mine, a little bit of a squashed circle. You take the wreath and you turn it upside down and over to the top, and you pick the part of it that you think is the prettiest and the roundest. And I like this top part here. So this is the part of the wreath that I'm going to have exposed. The wreath is built from about 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So this whole part here will be covered with pumpkins and leaves and flowers, but the top part will be exposed. So make sure that the top part of it is away from you. The first thing that we do is lay the foundation leaves. These are ficus leaves. They have a purple underside and a green top, and what we're going to do is just lay these on top of the wreath so that they cover it nicely. Now make sure that if your wreath is squashed in any way like mine is, that your leaves and the things that you put on balance out the squash part so that it looks nice and round when you get done. If you're lucky and you got a perfectly round wreath, you can just follow that line. Otherwise, you're going to have to alter it just a bit. So I put 3 going this way and then 2 like this. I like that. So glue in each of your stems one at a time. I do it after I place them in so that if I make a mistake, I can easily remove them. So I put glue around the end, and with glue around the end, I put them in and I wedge them into the vine. I want to put this under this big one. I wedge them into the vine so that they are secured, so that wind or being knocked against or wiggling doesn't break them loose. So each one of these, put some glue on it and poke it back into the place approximately where you had it before. Okay, so again, make sure that you're set up between 9 and 3 o'clock down here so that that is open. The next step is the flowers and the pumpkins, and we put them on together, one after the other. The focal point is down at the bottom of the wreath, and it will be a pumpkin and the largest flower. So choose the largest of the 3 flowers and the largest of the pumpkins, and they're going to go side by side. You may have a big red pumpkin or you may have a white one. It doesn't really matter, and both leaves look beautiful. But so you put them 5:30 and 6:30 right down here. Stick that in and stick the flower just to the left of it so that it's kind of pointing down. So you want one kind of pointing up and one kind of pointing down, like that. Then you just take your largest pumpkins, the largest of what's left, and put them down here, and then go to the smallest ones up here. So I'm going to go this one next. I like it right there. And alternate colors and varieties as much as you can so that you have a good variety all over. Now a flower here, and another flower over here. So you have flower on all 3 sides, and then pumpkins filling in around the flowers. Just make sure that you're alternating colors and textures as much as possible. And then small orange one, a gourd, and a small orange one at the top over here. So that is nice and balanced. You've got different colors and different textures all over the place. I like those. Now, glue each stem in place the same way that you'll do all of them. Put a little glue on the end of the stem and insert it where you want it, trying to make as much contact with the vines and the twigs of the wreath as you can so that it's secure. Now there's only a few steps left. With the sunflowers, you want to put the sunflower leaves in with the sunflowers. They don't grow without the sunflowers, so you won't want them without sunflowers here. So get some glue on them and tuck them in around the base of the sunflower. Once you get them around the base, you may want to use your glue gun and put a little spot of glue on the actual surface of the sunflower, and then hold it up against the bottom of the actual flower. That will secure it in place really, really well and make it where you want it. Okay, there are only two parts left. One is the different fall leaves that you have. I have two olive green maples and then 3 little picks of chartreuse maples. So you want to put those where you need some foundation color or some pop of color or just something different. And this could be different every time. I want to put this right down in here to kind of back up that orange one. And this one, I want to break up all of this dark green here. So I'm going to put that there again with the orange one. Then the chartreuse ones, they are a wonderful pop of color among all of this other dark stuff. So I'm going to put one right there, and I'm going to put one up here by this gourd, and one right over here. So it's symmetrical, sort of. You want it to be symmetrical because your eye is bothered by things that aren't very symmetrical, but you don't want it to be exactly symmetrical because that's not how nature actually grows. The very last things are these two feathery kinds of leaves. Now these go at the very top, tucked in by the gourd, so that the base isn't sticking out, but so that the long feathery things do stick out. And that is your wreath. Now, of course, you want to secure these leaves in so that they'll stay exactly where you have them. Okay, and that is your pumpkin wreath. I hope that you enjoyed making that. I hope that the video was helpful. Leave comments in the comment box and subscribe to my channel if you like it. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm going to show you today how to put a hanger into a wreath. So you turn the hanger over and you find the spot where you want the top of the wreath to be. And you have a hanger that is wire that is bent in half like this. And all you need to do is to insert the hanger through the twigs. It's easy on this kind of a wreath. It's not quite as easy on a grapevine wreath. But insert it through the twigs until it's the depth that you want it right here. Then bend each end up like this. And then with your pliers, bend those ends behind that, the legs of the A. That's what I'll call them. So you bend your behind there. And then here, you twist it over until the wire goes back into the wreath so that it doesn't scratch you or your door or whatever. So you see, then you've got a hanger right there to hang your wreath with.